Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the ICF Saudi chapter webinar. Today's webinar, it's part of the event and the community webinar series, through which we are aiming to offer a practical and relevant learning experience for all of you that supports you in developing your personal practice and connection in the coaching community. As you know, strong coaching skills are essential. That's why Knowledge and Credentials team are working hardly to provide you with knowledge and learning about the coaching skills. However, building a sustainable coaching business also require a skill or multiple skills. So that's why we are providing you this webinar to have or to build the coaching business that attract the clients. And we will explore more how the artificial intelligence, the AI, can support you in developing your branding, your marketing, your content creation, and selling strategies. It's our pleasure today to welcome Dr. Sam Trabulsi, our guest speaker for today, who will share practical insights, tools that can coaches use it to strengthen their positioning and grow their businesses. Before we begin, just please keep your microphone muted during the presentation. If you have any question, you can write it in the chat box or raise your hand, or you can keep it until the Q&A segment at the end of the session. It's up to you. Dr. Sam, thank you for joining us today, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Walid, and thank you everyone who joined today. So my name is Sam Trabulsi. So I'm a professor of marketing and I'm an entrepreneur. I've been in the sales and marketing industry for the past 14 years. And today I have the pleasure to share with you some of my knowledge and expertise when it comes to personal branding, AI, and building an irresistible offer so that you can get the right clients for your business. By the end of this session, my hope and my objective by the end of this session, that you won't be needing any marketing agency in the future. Okay, so you will have all the secrets, you will have all the tools that you need to build your business using AI on your own. So the title of our presentation is Building a Coaching Business that Attracts not only clients, the right clients. And we want to turn your coaching expertise into a clear brand, okay, with a compelling offer to get clients consistently. So first of all, I just need a small favor. If you can introduce yourself just in a couple of words in the chat box. And if you can tell me what would you like to learn more of today, just so that we can set clear expectations, and I can know what the background of each one of you.
Okay, so we are waiting in the chat box.
Yes, in the chat box, just a couple of words, just to introduce yourself, in a couple of words, who you are and what you do. And what would you like to learn more of today, just before we start?
We're still waiting.
So no one is typing. Okay. So Lina, coach, Mo, EQ, amazing. Marketing, relationship, Shayhana, amazing. Hi, Shayhana. Sales, commercial leadership, amazing. I would like to learn how to make my niche. Beautiful, 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 perfect. So basically, we're aligned. We're from different backgrounds. So let me share with you a couple of thoughts, ideas, and stories just before we tackle our topic, because it's important to have the right perspective. So one of the most important brands in history, the Titanic. Okay, so it took us 3 years to build the Titanic, and it took it 3 hours to sink. Okay, so but what happened with the Titanic is people didn't believe that it was sinking. Like it took them like 2 hours for them to start believing like, hey, it's sinking. Because it like for the past like 3 years when they were building the Titanic, they promoted that it was unsinkable. Okay. So when people boarded this ship, they had this belief that it was unsinkable. So it took them like 2 hours to believe that the ship is sinking, and they started like boarding the lifeboats. So just think about this for a second. Another example is you see that some people like tattoo a logo of a brand on their bodies. Are they really like putting a tattoo of a motorcycle or of an engine? What makes them take this decision to put this into their bodies? Are they like just tattooing a logo? Another example that it was an experience that was made. So we gave the same drink to people. We told them like, hey, the first one costs $90 and the second one costs $10. And we checked like their pleasure activity in the brain. And we noticed that the people who believed that the drink cost like is like $90, so they had more activity, pleasure activity in their brain. So is it the drink or is it the belief? The thing that I want to share with you today, branding is all about association, okay? It's what we associate with. This is what we will be talking about today, okay? So before building the offer, before using the AI, I really need you to understand these concepts. So when we buy a Louis Vuitton bag, are we actually buying a bag, or are we buying a feeling? Are we buying status? So it's this sense of affiliation that we're selling, and that's what we need to sell. So based on these ideas, and how is this related to the coaching business? So I want you to know that people don't buy reality. They buy the story they believe. And I really want you to think about that. People don't buy reality. Actually, we as humans, we don't like the truth. We like our own version of stories. So people buy the story they believe. So if you associate yourself like as like, hey, I'm just like another life coach, I'm just like as other coaches in the industry, that's what people will act upon. But if you associate yourself with transformation, with clarity, with trust, this is what people will choose, because what people care about is at the end of the day, like when they work with us in the service industry, they care about the outcome. So what we associate ourselves with is really important, and it's what's going to help us like get the right clients. So marketing is not just only about promoting reality, it's about changing the associations people attach to this reality. So a personal brand is a set of associations people repeatedly connect your name with. So if you're always talking about, let's say, food, restaurants, so when people think about you, they're going to be thinking about food and restaurant. If you keep like just associating yourself with success, if you're associating yourself with leadership, so that's what people are going to be thinking about. So it's only about like when I'm going to be thinking about someone, or when I'm going to see a brand or a logo, in a split of a second, I'm gonna have an idea, a feeling, an action, and an outcome. Okay, so this is what happens if like think about any leader that comes to your mind. You will have an idea, a feeling in a split of a second, and an affiliation that is related to this person, because that's what they associated themselves with. So if we think now about let's say Tony Robbins, so the first thing that comes to our mind, maybe it's like performance, it's high-level leadership, high-level coaching, because this is what he associated himself with. So if I ask you right now, what are you constantly known for? Okay, so if someone is now like thinking about you, like what's the first thing that comes to their mind? What's the emotion that they feel? Like what's the outcome that will come from this relationship? Do you have an answer, or you have to think about it? if you can like tell me in the comments, because I mean, whatever is the answer, I'm gonna give you like all the solutions today. So what's the first thing that comes to people's minds when perfect? Think about it. Perfect. So what they think about you. So leadership, that's amazing. Making the unconscious conscious. Sales, commercial leadership expert. Resilience. Grounded knowledge, confidence. Problem solver. Amazing. So your answers, I mean, if there's an answer, that's good. If there's no answer, I'm going to help you find one. And most of your answers are very broad. Okay, so the more like specific the answer is, the more let's say money you will make. Okay, the more clients you will have. Okay, because it's like the answers are very, very broad, but I mean that's good. Okay, so that's good. So what are you constantly known for? And I repeat, like it needs to be constant and consistent. Okay, so even there are like branding examples even in the Quran. Okay, so if I tell you امرأة فرعون أو امرأة نوح أو امرأة العزيز, so you will get like a feeling, an emotion, and a thought, a story, an outcome. Even in the Quran, like there is lots of branding by association. Okay, so if we just take it as an example, so it introduces people in ways that highlights the lesson they represent. Okay, so when we're reading stuff, like there's lots of branding by association all around us without us knowing or like feeling. So to reintroduce myself for those who weren't here at the beginning of the presentation, Sam Prabulsi. I have a PhD in science. Then I made like a shift to business. So I have an international MBA in business administration. I'm a lecturer here in Sydney. I teach marketing and I teach operations management, and I have a marketing agency. So I work with clients from all over the world, like to help them grow their brands. So that's why I'm sharing today my expertise with you. So I will talk to you today about the brand victory philosophy that I use for me and for what I teach also at the university. I'll talk to you about the pillars to help you like get the right system, to help you get the right brand, to help you get the right offer and the right pricing for your program and how to present it. There are 8 truths that we need to know. So especially for people who haven't done business, so they just like did academic, they did coaching. So in the world of business, you need to know that business is built on trust with strangers. Okay, so during my childhood, like my parents always told me like not to talk to strangers. But now I discovered that all my life and all my business is built on like just talking to strangers, introducing myself, and to build trust like quickly. People follow the benefit. So what people care about is the outcome of the relationship with you. So will this person, will this coach, will this service provider help me go from point A to point B? So that's what people care about. So let's say on my Instagram account, I have like, let's say, 20,000 followers. Most of them, like what they care about is the information, the benefit that they're getting. So think about the outcome. And if you don't have like haters in the world of business, you're not making a real impact. That's also is one of the sad truths in the world of business. Nobody wins alone. We all need mentors. We all need coaches. So that's also another truth. And people care about the results. And businesses, they run on return on investment. So it's not, I love you, you need to love me back. It's not like as in relationships. So what we care about is, in the world of business, is the return on investment at the end of the day. The challenges that coaches, service providers face in this world, it's either like they have an invisible expertise, people don't know that they exist, or they see people on social media that have less qualifications winning clients, like they have, because like people believe that like these people with less qualification, they have the results that they need. And sometimes we get lots of clients, and then like 1 month later, we don't get any client, and we don't like selling. So all these challenges we face in the service industry. So mostly people don't like sales because we affiliated with dishonesty. Okay, over time. So there's an affiliation between sales and dishonesty. So that's why we don't like sales in general. But everything is related to convincing in the world of business. So you don't have a talent problem, I assure you. You only have like a distribution challenge so that people know that you exist. You have a specific value that you want to share, and you have an outcome. So this is the brand victory model. Okay, let me explain my philosophy. So basically, this is the x-axis is the reality. Okay, so that's the reality of things. So whether it's a skill, whether it's knowledge, whether it's a story, whether it's a personality, so that's the reality of things. And here, the y-axis is what people believe. Okay, so if your reality that you have lots of skills, but people don't know, like don't believe that you have it, then you're here. Okay. And so, sometimes, like we see on social media, people don't have skills. So that's their reality here. Like, let's say a 2. But they're overvalued. People like believe that, hey, these people, they're the one, or they're the coaches who are going to help me. So with the brand victory model that I'm going to give you access to, so what we will do, we will identify where you are, and we want to shift you to this diagonal, which is like authentic branding. Okay, so this is authentic branding, is like the reality is what people believe. So we're not misleading anyone. So that's brand victory at any point of time. So even the people with less skills, but they're overvalued, like we want them also to be here to improve their skills or to improve their presence. Okay, so that's the philosophy for brand victory. Most of the coaches, they're actually here. Okay, so they have lots of skills, but people don't believe that they are the right people to get me to the result that I want. Okay, so we're gonna solve these problems today. Let me delete this. And if you have any questions, please do interrupt me, okay, while talking. So 6 answers you need to have, okay, by heart. You need to know them. Like if I ask you now, what's your mission? Who's exactly your client? What problem do you solve? What's your offer? Why you? If I want to work with you, what's the next step? If you don't have an answer for these 6 questions, you have a problem, unfortunately. Okay, but we're gonna solve it today. So let me ask you this: do you have? And I mean, be honest. I mean, it's like your safe space. So, do you have an answer for these 6 questions, like directly now, or you have to think about it? No. Yes, I have. Okay, Hatem. Okay, who else? Don't be shy. I have, but needed to be written. Yes, no, no. That's amazing. I have. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So this is my first gift to you today, okay? Because I prepared like many gifts for you, and it's only for you. So the first gift is the brand victory assessment. So let me show you. So you can, I'm gonna put this link, the first, I mean, you can take the screenshot of the QR code. And that's the first gift that I'll be sharing with you today. Okay, the assessment. So what happens with this assessment? So it's a starting point. It's a starting point. Let me make it in English. For you to know where you're at right now, okay? So you can do this assessment at any time. It's my first gift. So first, who are you? Let's say I'm a life coach. What do I mainly sell? Let's say I want to sell one-on-one, or I want to sell the digital product. Whatever, I'll decide how much are my how much is the price point of my services. Who is my ideal client? Is it everyday client? Is it executive? Let's say and teams. What result do you help your clients get? Okay, so do you help them build confidence? Do you help them get clarity? What do you most want for your business right now? Because I mean, we need to have clear answers. So do you want more clients? Do you want to launch something new? Do you want more charge premium prices? Why do people hesitate to buy from you? Okay, so as like be as honest as you can, like when you're making these assessments, so that you get like the right results, and it's anonymous. Okay, so right now, what are you best known for? Maybe my method. Your real strength is reliable delivery. How visible is your proof? So do you have lots of testimonials? You don't have any testimonials put on? When your audience see your name, like what do they recognize you, or do they need reminding? So just answer these questions and you will get like your positioning statement. You will get where you are right now and what needs to be done, what people like must believe for them like to buy. Where are you when it comes to trust, and where you need to be? So I created this assessment like just to help you as a starting point, so that you have like a detailed plan, like hey, make your positioning unmistakable, check what are your gaps, build proof. So this is an anonymous survey that you can like, have in Arabic or in English. So that's my first gift to you, so that you start like with, does this assessment work for product business? Just no, this one is for services. For products, I have another one that's even better, because it gives you like the other one that I have, it gives you like, hey, suppliers and the videos that are related to the product. But yeah, for services right now, that's a beautiful starting point. Okay, so have you watched the Odyssey recently, or not yet? I watched it. It's an amazing movie. So Troy, if you watch the movie, I mean, Troy fell to a gift. So they had a 10 years siege for Troy, and they couldn't enter Troy until like they gave them a gift, like the horse, okay, the Trojan horse. So that's the power of magnets, okay. So that's why we want to have webinars, that before like proposing an offer to someone, we want to give them gifts so that they let us in. Okay, so we want to have webinars, we want to have ebooks, we want to have assessments, we want to have like something free before presenting the offer. Okay, so what is an offer that we want to present? Okay, so the first step with the assessment, okay, this is who I am, this is what I need to do. And I'll also show you with Claude AI later on how you will build all of your personal brand and all of your offers. Okay, so you're gonna have all the answers. But when you're presenting the offer, okay, because I told you people care about outcome, people care about like, hey, what's in it for me? Okay, so an offer is not like a list of session. Okay, so you have the price, the price point, and then you have like what people believe. If people don't believe like the perceived value, if it's not more than the price, they wouldn't buy. So what happens is like you need to name the offer, like name it, like the name of the offer needs to be related to the outcome. Okay. So it's not like you're not selling sessions, you're selling an outcome. So whatever offer you have, the name of the offer needs to be the outcome. Okay. And then you need to say who it is for and who it isn't for. Then you need to also tell them like, hey, what will happen? Because what we like as humans, we like certainty. Like that's what we like. We like certainty. So will you get me from point A to point B? And then like we tell them like, hey, in the offer, like this is the first phase, this is the second phase. Like we're not just listing sessions, and we need to name like the wins. And by the first week, we will get this. By the first month, we will have that, because that's what people like. Okay. And when you tell them like the price of the offer, you need to pause, because that's when people are like making a decision. But I will tell you with my second gift to you, like how to build an offer and the pricing that you need to have based on what you already try to sell. Okay, so that's my second gift. You can scan the QR code and I'll give you how to build your offer using also this assessment. Let me put it in the comments. Perfect. So if you have any questions, please do interrupt so that I answer. Let me close this chat. Perfect. So building a coaching package, clients understand, and the price you can defend. So this is how pricing, like for the offer, like it works. So let's start the assessment. So here there are like a couple of questions, like what does the client leave with that someone else could notice? Like what impact? So here, like just answer honestly, like how long will it take for them to get results? Do you have testimonials? So all these answers, like your competitors, like what are they selling? Like these packages of sessions. How long will it take for you to work outside of the sessions? So when you answer these questions, like even if there is like any additional value, the assessment, it's based on my experience in the Middle East. Okay, so these pricing are adapted to the Middle Eastern market. So it's gonna tell you like what package like you should be selling, like what's the recommendation, like let's say 6 sessions for this value. And it's because it's based on your answers of what like competitors are selling for. I mean, there is in the back end, there's a formula that I use, but here, like it's more detailed, like where's your offer strengths, what you need to do, how to name your offer, like after the outcome, and the pricing that's gonna help you get there, and what pricing you need to improve. Okay, but it's gonna tell you like we are here, we want you to get here, like align. So this assessment can help you like build an offer with clear pricing and clear science behind it, so that you know like where you are and where you need to be. Okay, so at the end of the day, I mean, I know like in the service industry, like we're selling our time and expertise, but as long as the outcome is clear, then where do we claim these gifts? Like, yeah, I mean, you have the links, so you can use it. I mean, I created these assessments like for this presentation today, like just to help you get all the value I mean, there are like more gifts, and the coming gifts, like they're even more. Okay, so we started with the who am I, where I need to be, how to create the offer. So you can do these assessments. But at the end of the day, what I want you to know is that we have like four pillars, okay, for any successful business in the service industry. So we have the authority pillar, attraction, conversion, and scaling, okay? So authority, I need to present myself as an authority in the industry because there are lots of competition. I need to position myself the right way. Then I need to attract the right people to buy my service. And then like when they come, I need to have the conversion, like from a stranger to someone who knows me to client. Once I have this system in place, then I can talk about scaling, automation, like just to grow my impact in a smart and automated way. So these are the four pillars that any business needs to grow the business the right way. Okay, so I mean, I use Claude and I use ChatGPT, but I use Claude more because it helps me like by connecting it to different softwares, and like we have a conversation, like so that they like Claude like listens to me. ChatGPT, it's more like a quick answer. It has strong coding tools, but Claude like has more capabilities when it comes with the AI model. Okay, so who here uses Claude? Who still didn't start using Claude? If you can share in the comments so that I know like what to tell you. You use both. Blanca uses both. I love Claude. Yes, use Claude. Amazing. Both. Amazing. So one inconvenience with Claude is that it consumes lots of credits, like directly. So that's why I prepared all the prompts that you need, so that like you don't spend time like losing your credit and losing your money. Okay, so I'm gonna give you all the prompts that you need. So the importance of Claude, like you can connect it. Okay, it has the connectors capabilities, so you can connect it, let's say, with Canva, with Gmail, with Slack, with Notion. So Slack is the software I use like with my team, like so that we can coordinate our projects. So when I tell Claude like, hey, can you tell me like what's happening with this client, with that client, with this project? So it tells me directly what's happening. So for those who don't know Claude, let's say, I'm gonna open my Claude session. So you go to Claude AI, and when you're like setting up everything like here in the settings, let's say, you check the capabilities, connectors. So you go to connectors, and you can connect like the various softwares that you need. So one of the most important softwares I also recommend is Metricool. So Metricool is a software for you to schedule your content online, but it's good because it also tells you like information about your competitors and the best times to post. So that's also one of the good softwares out there. So, and then also we have skills, okay? So this is the tricky part. So we have connectors and we have skills in Claude. So we need to teach Claude like the skills that we need for our like session with it. So that's why we create an account on GitHub. Okay, so for those who don't know what's GitHub, it's a cloud-based platform where developers like they collaborate on software codes. Okay, so when you create an account on GitHub, you can download the skills that we need, and you can connect it or add it to your cloud. Okay, so today I'm gonna give you like all these skills, okay, that you need to download or you might need like in your service, and based on these skills, yes, metricool, and yes, that's the link. Perfect. So here you have the links, like let's say brand voice, marketing, brand guidelines. You have like SEO if you want, like it's gonna give you the skill to have SEO, sales and marketing skills, cold outreach, operations, design. So here I gave you like all Hixfield, like if you create an account on Hixfield, so you can create like AI videos and from Claude like connected so that you create like videos even for your products, meta ads. So here I gave you all the skills that you need or might need in this file, so that you won't be needing any marketing agency in the future, like you'll have like all these skills. Okay, so that's my third gift for you today. Let's create an account on GitHub, and then the fourth gift is like for your business, like you need all the prompts for Claude. Okay, after you install all the skills, you need all the prompts so that you don't like reinvent the wheel. So here are all the prompts. Also, I'm gonna put the link. What would these skills fit as well for apart from this? Whatever like is related to sales and marketing, productivity, business development. So these are like the main, even if you want to create your own app or business, like you can use all these skills. Plus it depends on what you want, and it's gonna happen. So here are all the prompts that you need, like that you can use on Claude to help you either with the authority or attraction or conversion. Okay, so authority, first you need to tell, I mean, you just copy the prompt and you put it into a project in Claude, and you start feeding like information about you so that it helps you know who you are, your positioning, your target audience, and then to create your offer. So this is when it comes to authority. Attraction, same thing. So you just copy the prompts. So here you get the hooks for your videos. So it will give you like 50 hooks with your voice, because I mean now Claude knows your brand based on the prompts that we use. Build a lead magnet. So it's gonna tell you like exactly like, hey, what to build to attract clients. It will create also a welcome email sequence for like the whole year. You can also do that. Conversion system. It's also going to help you like with the sales. Like it's gonna get you like the scripts that you need, how to overcome objections you're getting. So all these prompts are actually like everything that you need to grow a business, and you don't need anything else. Okay, so with the skills and the prompts, then you'll be saving like lots of money. So instead of you like just testing and retesting, like you already have now everything. Okay, so that's the prompt library that we need to use. Another gift that you might need so is having a QR code vCard. Okay, so sometimes you have a Zoom presentation, you have a webinar, you have something like by the end of presentation, when you put like this QR code, now if you scan it, you have directly my contact information directly in your phone. Okay, but how can you do this for you? I mean, there are lots of softwares that you need to buy to do this activity. Okay, so it's important to have this as a coach, like when you're introducing yourself, like people just scan the QR code and yeah, they have like your contact information on their phone. So you can create your V card also like as an important tool, like also from this link. That's one of the important gifts. So you just here like you just put your name. Let's say put here Walid, and then like you put your information, your phone number, whatever, and it's gonna change automatically. You just download it and you use it, and it stays anonymous. So like I won't be taking your contact information unless you share it with me. But that's also an important tool to use like when you have a presentation and you have like whatever like you need. So then when people like scan the QR code, they will have directly your contact information on their phones. Okay. Do you have any questions up to now? Is everything clear? Yeah, one-stop shop. So do you have any questions up to now? No? Yes. Are you enjoying? Are you bored? Is everything clear? Perfect. So what we want to do in this, let's say, in this game of business, we want you to be the obvious choice. Okay. So when people look you up on Google or when people look you up on social media, we you want your profile to be searchable. So also in one of the prompts that you have, like you can also rework your Instagram bio, your LinkedIn information the right way so that this association that we talked about be clear for everyone. Because remember, like what people care about is the outcome. So when they go to your profile, they want to see an outcome, a clear outcome of this relationship. We want to get in front of strangers as much as we can. So that's why we need to post reels, have carousels, and have stories. So the stories to build trust. The reels are mostly for brand awareness, for people to know that we exist. And we need to have like these strong hooks because now like you have um, the prompts like to get these hooks related to your industry. So for people who don't have time to create content, what I would recommend is just create 1 hour of like a 1 hour YouTube video with value, and then from this 1 hour, like you cut like different videos, you give them to an editor or with AI. So to cut these videos and then like it gets posted automatically. But stories, it's important to post stories every day because this is how it builds trust with the audience because we don't want people to forget about you. Okay. So the four value pillars that you need to be posting about either educational, inspirational, relatable, or entertaining. So I own a community called the Lebanese Memes. Like I have like around like 600,000 followers. So I only post like entertainment. So when it comes to entertainment, people like they like to follow. So in our case, we want to post edutainment. Okay, so it's really important to have like an account that's not always serious. We want to post like educational, but also we want like edutainment to have like this traffic coming to our account, and it needs to be relatable. So, um, hooks. So we need when you're doing like these videos, like have a visual hook and an audible hook and a text hook. So the hook is not just like the first 3 seconds that we talk about. So when we're also editing the videos, like we want music and we want like something to grab attention, so that people like start watching this content. Because I mean, I know that people care about the outcome, but also they want something that's new. They want something that grasps their attention. There's one strong account, like an account of a psychologist. I forgot her name. I'll share with you her Instagram account. Uh, like she's really good when it comes to those hooks. Because like she like for example when talking about stress and trauma, like she has a balloon, she put it underwater and then it explodes. So she uses like these hooks the right way. We want to do webinars. Okay, we want to do webinars. So what I would recommend, like in whatever service like we're selling, to have a free community. So because a free community and the webinar like this, they build trust. They let people know that you exist. Okay. Selling is just an honest
Sorry
service.
for interruption.
Yes.
Regarding the community, we have a question in the chat box from Coach Talal. Do you mean like a separate
Yes.
community than the actual main account?
Eh, Let me. Do you mean like a separate community than the actual main account? Okay. So your main account is what? A social media account. For communities, like you need different software. So it's either, for example, you can make a Facebook group, you can call it a community, or there are like softwares that are dedicated to create communities. So for example, I have a software called Grow Success Online where I have my community. You have like school.com where you can create also your own community where people create communities like from different industries, let's say. They have courses, they have calendar for when they go live, members. So here, like I'm like in school, like I have different communities. So let's say I want to look for, I don't know, for wellness. Let's say. So I'll find a community related to wellness. It's either free or paid. But for me, I have my own software. It's called Grow Success Online. So where I have my own like free community to so that I can like have my own courses, have my own systems. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing in this business is your data. Okay, it's like the contacts that you have. So you have to protect your data. So it's the emails, the phone numbers, the relationship. Because at the end of the day, business is all about relationship. So yeah, it's a different software than the main account. MashaAllah, amazing. Yes, thank you. Meetup, Discord, Reddit. Yeah, I can build communities, but I mean the most important one live is like a school, and you have Grow Success Online, the software that I use. Okay, so sales. So basically, when it comes to sales, we want to convince people to buy our service, and if they don't buy this service, they are actually losing value because we are the authority in this domain. So that's why I highly recommend that you always like be improving your sales skills, which is like actually the act of convincing. But we don't want to pressure people. We don't want to be lying. We don't want to be misleading. So that's why with the personal brand that you build, the sales is actually happening before people come to talk to you because they already know the outcome. But do free webinars actually convert? Yes, they do convert into sales. I mean, I do them. They do convert into sales if you have the right offer, if you have the right value presented, because it's also a skill. Okay, it's not about like free or paid. So if you already have like a huge like brand awareness, people will buy directly without talking to you. Let's say like Tony Robbins or any other like guru. Like it's already an established brand. People don't need free webinar like to buy. But for people who are growing the business, we need to build relationships. We need to build trust. Yes, free webinars. If you can make a webinar every week, like just to meet new people, to tell them that you exist, do it. Because at the end of the day, what we're selling, it's not only the outcome. We're selling the trust. We're selling the relationship. Because these people are like trusting us with their money, so they want the outcome to like they paid for. So the skills that you actually need, you need like proper positioning. You need to design your offer. You need to have a story to share. You need the energy and the consistency, because at the end of the day, if there's no consistency, people will not relate. Okay, you need consistency. So in my case, like people trust me because I've been like 14 years doing the same thing: sales, marketing, education, growth. It's so people. Okay, so it's someone trustworthy I can work on. Same thing about you. So it's the story that people believe. Okay. Um, so here it's also another tip, like the tip that I told you, like record 1 hour YouTube video, and from this YouTube video, you can AI can like segment like these videos into short form. There is a software called Opus Clip. So this one, it's an AI tool. Like you just upload a YouTube link on this tool, and it creates like short form videos from just one long form. Okay, so that's also a nice tool like to test if you don't have time or like to create content. So create one long form, use it on YouTube, and then use AI to make short form content, and then you can use Metricool to schedule these short form content. So that's what I've been saying. So for the calendar regarding your content, with one of the prompts in the attraction pillar, like I put like one of the prompts so that it creates the calendar for you. So you can create a yearly calendar actually, like in the month of let's say February, I want to talk about relationships. In the month of March, I want to talk about wellness. In the month of December, I want to talk about transformation and rebirth. So prepare like a yearly calendar or like yearly ideas so that you know where you're going and have like clear like KPIs. Like, hey, I want to reach this number of followers by this time. I want to I want to talk to 100 strangers. I want to have 10 book appointments in terms of discovery calls. I want to close 2 deals. So this is how we measure the numbers and to grow the business in terms of sales and in terms of brand awareness. What I recommend also, like the organic content that we post, I recommend just to create 3 campaigns. Okay, if you have a $300 budget, like to boost on Meta, like create 1 campaign, like just $100 a month. Let's say, like these are like just to test things out. Okay, $100 a month, like just to get profile visits for your Insta. $100 a month just for you to get messages on your Insta. and another $100 just for people to fill in a form and give us their information to book an appointment. So these are like the three campaigns. Like if you keep them running, like monthly, you set up a budget. Even if one of these campaigns, like just like use Meta as an employee, okay? And you have the prompts like that's gonna help you in boosting. So you will keep getting leads consistently because now you have a clear offer or the clear outcome. Someone talks to you, they go into a discovery call or they go to a webinar so that you explain about the outcome that they're getting and why they need to be working with you. Because now you have all the answers in front of you. So this is the engine of consistency. So we want people to discover that we exist, because at the end of the day, people buy from people they know, they like, and they trust. Okay, so you need also to be likable, because sometimes like there are people who are trustworthy and that we know them, but if I don't like someone, most probably I wouldn't buy from them. Like likability is also an important factor to have. And once we get like these contact information, like we need to nurture them. WhatsApp messages, tips, emails, podcasts, voice messages, because it's a decision. So either you want to be the reference, so which is like the lighthouse, or you just want to be a boat who's just looking for direction. So I'd rather that you be the lighthouse so that you're guiding others and you're the reference in your industry. So finally, for those who want to join my free community to learn more about sales, marketing, and to network with like-minded professionals, like you can join it via this QR code or link. And if you found this webinar interesting, you got the value, I would really appreciate a 5 stars review on my Google profile. So that will help me also like, increase my trustworthiness online. And if you also want to be connected like on LinkedIn, so this is also my QR code if you want to be, if you want us like to connect. So that's about it for today. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions.
Amazing. Thank you, Dr. Sam, for the informative session. I think we need more time to get deep in in each of one of these tools and these platforms. 1 hour is not
Yeah,
enough
yeah,
to cover
definitely.
all. But thank
No,
you.
no, 1 hour
Thank
is
you.
not enough, but I mean, I gave you all the gifts just to, so that like after the webinar, like hey, you have all the time in the world to explore, so that you don't need any marketing agency in the future.
Yes, I'm sure that AI will help us a lot to work on our branding strategy and selling strategy as well. If anyone has any question, just write in the chat